the thing for me to do, the hardest thing for me to do, and this is what I've done for the last 40, 45 years, is to try to figure out how to put the rider in the best possible position for what he's trying to do. Like reining, for instance, is with spins, you sit one place, runs, you sit another place, fast runs, you sit another place, stops, you sit another place. You have to have a seat that will accomplish all of those things. And we tried really hard to get that. Every trainer has a different idea of what they like, but they don't know how to get it. So my job is to try to interpret what they like and put it in the saddle. Starts, of course, with a ground seat. That's the basic form of the saddle. A tree, of course, is a skeleton. That's critical. And then you go from there to the height of the cantle, the width of the cantle, the kind of horn they want, square shoulders or round shoulders on the swell, how close they want to get to the horse. A lot of riders like durability, you know, because they don't want one to fall apart. And that's really the key to the world. There's been some people, some trainers, some good trainers, that I never could make happy. Could not make happy no matter what I did. But 99.99% of all the trainers I've worked with, I've figured it out. It took me almost 4 years to get Del Hendricks' tree right. That's a lot of work. We finally figured out how to make his tree at 3:30 in the morning at the Futurity the year he won it. So you know how long ago that was. So it's constantly evolving. Horses change every 3 to 4 years. My father had his doctorate in genetics, and he told me, I don't know how many times, that you've got to change what you're doing with how horses are being bred. You can change. If you want big heads, you can get big heads in 4 years. You want little feet, you can get little feet in 4 years. That's the way it is, because you can do that with a horse. A horse can be whatever you want him to be. Look at all the different breeds. You got it all figured out. So this is important. Change, staying with what's going on, being aware of what the trainers want, and the newer trainers want something different than the older trainers. So both the reining and the working cow horse, we've had a lot of experience, worked with a lot of different trainers. We've probably changed almost 100% since we started on what we're making and how we're making it. But one part is the quality of the materials. Another part is how it fits a horse. The third part is how pretty you want to make it. And somewhere in between, you make it so the rider is able to sit in a good spot and be comfortable. You know, I've been in the saddle 12, 14 hours and hurt every place you can hurt. I know what that's like. And a saddle that's really comfortable, you don't hurt so much. You don't hurt if you ride those kind of hours, but not nearly as much. And I know what happens, and I try to inject that into my saddles.
Jim, can you